All right. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the world of detox, the world of detox. How to reset your body, rebuild your energy, and take back your life. Yes, I did this for all of you who have been asking me a bunch of questions about how should I detox, what to detox, blah, 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 any of all of that. So I did a live presentation at my local Toastmaster club, and I'm going to give you that to check out while I interject certain things that I either left out or I couldn't fit all in at that time simply because I only had 10 minutes to speak and of course to answer most of the questions about detox to really put you on a good foot with a good detox, I'm going to need more than 10 minutes. So, I'm going to interject here while you watch me over there. Hey, it's very interactive. I hope you like it. So yes, enjoy. Let's get going.
Sometimes in life, what you need / want may appear like it's not there until you opened your mind and your eyes. And then bam! There it is. One word solution. It is now my pleasure to introduce Luap Abraham. One word solution. Luap Abraham.
Thank you.
Thank you for that introductory one word solution. One word solution. For a lot of people, that one word could be a lot of things to help them to have a solution to many things going on in their life. But today, that one word solution is none other than what you see right there, detoxification. Detoxification, because detoxification can really help us get over a lot of things in life, whether it's headaches, stomach aches, flus, colds, sicknesses, ailments, diseases, a lot of different things if you take it seriously and you apply it. You see, detoxification is the key to better health. DJ. Now, most of y'all might not know this, but oh my gosh, this is my first live presentation, but it's going to be interactive. It's going to be engaging with the main purpose of helping you to retain the information, remember the information so that you can benefit from the information. Now, with that being said, go ahead and flip those papers over. I know y'all were waiting for that moment, all right? Hey, DJ. Thank you. So now, we're going to jump right into this. Section 1. Opening thoughts. Have you ever felt like you needed a good, come on now, throw that word out for me. A good what?
Nap.
That's a good one. Sometimes you feel like a good nap, but sometimes you might not need that nap if you have a good
Food.
oh my gosh. Okay, what's the title of the presentation?
Detox.
Detox. Yes. You ever felt like you needed a good detox? I thought that was going to be a given. Maybe you felt a little bloated, a little heavier than usual, or just, I don't like to use the S word, but the S-I-C-K word. Instead of that word, I like to say under the weather. Maybe you felt a little under the weather. I don't like to use that S word because I don't like to use words that might come back to me because words are powerful. So I don't want to wish that upon you or anybody else, especially not myself. So just to piggyback off of what I was saying, the power of words. I don't like to use the word sick because I don't like to invite sickness onto anyone, myself, you, or anybody else. And it's the same thing with words that do not fit what you're trying to do, become, or accomplish. There's no need to use unempowering words. Words are very powerful. Words can help to shape, form, and dictate your reality and or your direction, your path. So use empowering words as much as possible. It might take some rewiring of the brains, the neurons in your brain, but basically what I'm telling you is something that can apply to every aspect of life and not just your health and not just your detox. So remember, If you're feeling under the weather, don't describe it as being sick. Describe it as just simply, yo, I'm just under the weather today. To me, because words are powerful. So I don't want to wish that upon you or anybody else, especially not myself. So for what it's worth, maybe you might want to eliminate the S word and throw that under the weather phrase to replace it. Oh wow, you feeling under the weather today? Definitely, but I'm getting better. These are signs that your body may need a good reset and or recharge. All right. Oh, DJ, did you bring that up?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is detox necessary? Why is detox necessary? Because toxins are everywhere. Oh my gosh, everywhere you turn, there are toxins. It's in the food, especially in the junk food. There's all types of chemicals in the food, from metals, waste products, artificial coloring, you have MSG, the list goes on, and then it's in the household products. Oh my gosh, you got it in the Clorox, you got it in ammonia, and don't accidentally mix them two together because you'll be laying on the floor. That's how toxic some of the chemicals in your household products can be. It's even in the water, as you can see right there with the fish, and in the lakes and rivers, a lot of them have what we call forever chemicals in them. So what does that mean to your body? Forever chemicals in your body. But if you keep listening, I'll help you get those forever chemicals out of your body. And then the one that I say for last on purpose, alcoholic beverages. Oh my gosh. Alcoholic beverages are literally everywhere. They're at the bar, they're at the restaurant, they're at parties. It don't even matter how old you are. You could be 70, somebody's serving drinks. You could be 30, somebody's serving drinks. You could be 1, 2, or 3, somebody's serving alcoholic beverages. You know, even at weddings, the groom, before he says I do, he's having like 2 or 3. After the I do, he's having 2 or 3 more. People are in there celebrating and drinking alcohol with them. And then on the flip side of the wedding, you got funerals. I just happened to come from a funeral 2-3 weeks ago. And again, not knocking anybody, but everybody there was drinking. And I can't lie, I did too. But the question is, when are we going to stop allowing certain, I can't even call it a celebration, certain moments where we're mourning for someone, but during the morning we have to be drinking? Like, why? Now, I remember another time when I went to a funeral and everybody was drinking, and instead of me drinking, I was drinking just some coconut water. You know, as much as possible, I try to drink coconut water instead of participating in the celebration that includes us to drink. Because then immediately after that, at least myself, I'm going to go into detox mode, which is what I did when I came back from the funeral. I immediately went to my fasting. One of the best techniques for detoxing is fasting. So maybe that helps you. Okay. So if you find yourself in a situation where I'm not going to say you have to drink, or you just was in a drinking situation, a great way to rebalance those toxins that you put into the body, those chemicals, those unwanted toxins, chemicals that you put in the body, those spirits, do a fast. Go ahead and do a fast. You can start with intermittent fasting and or a 1-day fast, a 3-day fast, or whatever. But definitely, that's one thing that helps me to keep balance with the health that I have. So fasting. Funerals. The reason why the person in many cases is in that coffin is because he was drinking too much. But what are we doing outside of the coffin? Drinking too much. Alcoholic beverages are everywhere. DJ, hit that button. We live in a world where toxins are everywhere, like I said. What we breathe, what we eat, what we drink, and even what we put on our skin, believe it or not. And the question isn't if you're toxic, but the question is, how toxic are you right now? DJ, hit me up. So the average person carries over 700 chemical contaminants in the body, starting with the liver, starting with the kidneys, and the gut. You got it in your brain. You got it in your cells. And cells are the building blocks of life. So if you got a bunch of toxins in your building blocks of life, what do you think that's doing to you? You got it in your systems. You got it in your organs. You even got it in your hair. Yes, that's true. Toxins are everywhere. And yes, they're even in your hair. So, a good way to detox your hair if you have a lot of hair is to take apple cider vinegar shampoos. Put some apple cider vinegar in your hair, massage it in or whatever the case may be. Or even what I do sometimes, I haven't done it a lot of times yet, but I'll put some apple cider vinegar, some water in a bowl, and I just let my hair sit in the bowl, like that back. And then I'll just splash it up on top to help keep my hair detoxed and feeling nice, strong, and healthy. Because when you go take a drug test at the job, sometimes they just take a piece of your strand from your hair and they put it and they can tell you all kind of stuff that you got in your body. That means toxins are everywhere. DJ. Section 2. What is the detoxification? Okay, continue with the writing. Detoxification means removing toxins and waste buildup, harmful substances from the body so that it can function at its best. Come on, time, you can write too. It's all good. I want you to remember this. Definitely. So you can function at your best. All right? Most people think detoxing means starving or suffering, but it's really about recharging your system, recharging and resetting your system so that it can heal. Definitely. DJ, boom. Now, guess what these are? Guess what those are? Oh my gosh. The first one was the airplane. Anybody?
Okay.
Huh?
Condensate.
Close. Those are
Contrails.
actually, my man. You get the bonus right there. I got something for you later. Best speaker for you. All right. So you got chemtrails. This is just to tell you about the chemicals that are in the air. Yes, the chemtrails. I wanted to just show you this video. You can see the video right here. On just a regular day, I pulled over and I got some footage of these chemtrails that you see in the sky. Notice how you see two planes flying with the chemtrails and then a third plane flying with no trail. That's how you know those are chemtrails. Also, chemtrails are also known to have a nefarious purpose. Nefarious meaning wicked, bad intention. Definitely not good for the body. Okay, so if you want to learn a little bit more about the chemtrails or anything else in this video, there's going to be several links below with the title above it so that you can do a little bit more research on your own. Empower yourself. Also, these chemtrails also have barium, aluminum, polymer fibers, poisons, therium, silicone, strontium, titanium, and these chemicals are very toxic to the body. They go inside of your lungs, they go inside of your bloodstream, they go inside of your cells. So that's why I'm telling you, we have to always be counterbalancing the assault on our health. The assault on our body, our mind, body, and soul is constantly under attack from all different angles. That's why detoxing is very important. Detoxing on a daily basis. Like I tell people, as long as you're living in this country, you should be detoxing every single day. All right. So you got chemtrails, which is in the air. You got the Wi-Fi signals, which is in the air. You got the EMFs, which is in the air. And then you got the livestock, which goes into the water. DJ, flip that slide, please. Now, why do I say those? Because like the people there, what are they doing? They're breathing the air. They're living within the air. So that means those toxins are going within their lungs and in their body. You got the water, like I said. If you don't drink the water, the cows, the pigs, and the chickens do. And then what do we do with those cows, pigs, and chickens? Like the picture underneath it, we eat them. And then you got the microwave. The microwave emits the EMF signals. A lot of people like to stand right in front of the microwave like that's going to make it work faster. You're just sitting there absorbing more EMFs. And then your cell phone. My question, how often do any of you turn your cell phone off? How often do you put it on airplane mode without being on the airplane? Hardly ever. What about when you sleep? Do you need it? Why not cut it off? Instead of having those EMFs floating around in the room where you sleep, where sleeping is the best time for you to detox. So just to piggyback off of what he was saying, or what I was saying, sleep is when the body is in repair mode, retuning mode, revitalizing mode, and replenishing mode. So in other words, sleep remineralizes, restores, repairs, retunes, revitalizes, and replenishes the body while you are sleeping. So this is why sleep is very important, and how sleep affects how sleep contributes to your detoxification. When you sleep, you're actually detoxing your brain and all your cells in the body. Your brain actually is cleaning itself. Your cells are cleaning themselves. Your systems are cleaning themselves. Your organs are cleaning themselves. So this is all great reasons why you should respect your sleep. Try to get anywhere between 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day, and understand that while you are sleeping, you are detoxing. So allow yourself that time to sleep and detox properly. Where sleeping is the best time for you to detox. So why have those EMS going at that moment? I challenge all of you, turn your cell phone off when you're not using it. Especially if you're going to carry it on your body, turn it off. When you pick it back up again, turn it back on. DJ. Section 3, why detox matters, okay? Detox comes from the air we breathe, from the food we eat, and the thoughts we think. The thoughts and or stress we think. When toxin builds up, we may feel tired. We may feel sluggish, experience inflammation or pain, or even get sick more often. Okay, Steve, write that down, man. I want you to remember this. Go ahead, DJ, spin that for me. Now, when to detox? Oh my gosh. I know some of y'all recognize these pictures very well, because what do we have here? What's the first one, y'all? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Doesn't all that food look delicious? Doesn't all that food look appetizing? Oh my gosh, this is what they do. They give you a big plate of food, and you come back and get more and more and more. It's one of the times where everybody eat the absolute most in life is Thanksgiving. You see that? And then underneath that, the next big one. What is that? July 4th. The barbecue on July 4th, where they eating the ribs and the chicken. And we just said earlier how those animals are ingesting chemicals that we're gonna eat. You know, and then you got the two in the middle, which everybody does in between the eating, is what? Drink. Right? And then the guy on top, what is he thinking? Oh my God, maybe I had too many. Right? Everybody's been there before at least once, where you like, oh my God, please tell me they can do tonight. I promise I won't drink tomorrow. And then you forget about that, and tomorrow when you do, you have another one. DJ. Okay, so after the holidays, after the 4th of July barbecue, or a night of heavy eating or drinking, or whenever you're feeling drained or for too long and and foggy, drained or foggy for too long. You can also detox when you want to quit a bad habit or substance, or start a new chapter or lifestyle change. Definitely. These are some great times to detox. And no matter what, no matter how hard you might think it is, I know sometimes to do something new, it might not seem like it's easy to do, but guess what? You can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If the people who taught me how to detox can do it, then you can do it too. If you learned how to walk, if you learned how to talk, that means you can do almost anything you put your mind to. DJ. All right, section 5. How to detox, all right? Drink lemon water and or structured water first thing in the morning. Here's an example of structured water right there. Somehow somebody just put it right under there for me to show y'all. Who knows what this is?
Watermelon.
Watermelon juice. And right behind me, I got coconut water. Those are two great examples of structured water. Structured water is any kind of liquid that comes from fruits and vegetables. It's full of H3O2, which hydrates the body way better than ordinary H2O. We'll go into that in another time. Eat more greens like kales, cucumbers, or celery. right? Sweat more by way of exercise and or the sauna. The sauna is how you get rid of forever chemicals in the body. Remember that. Spend about 20 minutes in there if you could, about 4 times a week. Woo! It's gonna make you feel good. It releases endorphins that make you start to feel good longer than normal from going to the sauna. So now, the sauna. What the sauna can help you to do in addition to what I just said is sitting down and relaxing in the sauna is a very good way to detox and sweat out lots of toxins from the body. But also, it has a plethora of other benefits that contribute to detoxification and having a healthy, long life as well. When you're in the sauna, your blood will come to the surface of the skin, which in turn will make your liver create more blood. So, it lowers blood pressure, improves endothelial cell function, and lowers cardiovascular strain. So it's helping you to actually lower your blood pressure. It also helps to rid the body of mercury, and mercury is not easy to eliminate from the body. It gives the kidneys a much needed rest while helping to get rid of not just the mercury, but all these other heavy metals that accumulate in our system from the different activities that we do, the environment that we're in, and or the food or drinks that we are consuming. It also helps to drain the lymphatic system, which is the trash can of the body. So if you can help to get things out of your lymphatic system, you're helping to get rid of things from the body, like these forever chemicals, which is what the sauna is good for helping you to do. It brings the blood to the surface of your skin, which in turn makes the liver have to make new blood, new blood, new blood. The sauna also releases serotonin, which is the feel-good hormone. So it helps you to feel good more and to feel good longer. Plus, endorphins are also released, and as a result, your mood starts to elevate. This in turn makes you feel more motivated to do more and or other things. It also helps with the release of your endorphins, which makes you feel better, and it makes you feel better longer. So like a normal hug that might, like when you hug somebody normally, it might make you feel good for, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But when you are going to the sauna, regularly, at least, it makes that one hug last twice as long, even longer. So the sauna has multiple great purposes and effects, results on the body that help you to detox, feel better, look younger, have better looking skin, and a whole lot more. From going to the sauna, right? Try intermittent fasting and or juice fasting. Detox from your cell phone and screens or from toxic people or toxic environments. These things right here would absolutely help you to feel better. DJ. Now, just in case you wanted to know, cell phones, Wi-Fi, routers, power lines, and other electronic devices emit low-frequency radiation, EMS, electromagnetic fields, which can affect your sleep patterns, your sperm quality, and or your cell function. Like I said, your cells are the building blocks of life. They can also cause radiation sickness. Now, you know that thing that you go get when you go to the doctor and checking on your bones and all that stuff? And then he puts a little suit on you, and then he leaves. He goes around the corner, up the block, and down the street. Then he starts pushing buttons from his little safe zone, zapping you. Then he comes back like 5-10 minutes later just to see if you're still alive from all that zapping. That's called radiation. And it also increased risk cancer and damage to DNA and your cells. DJ. Now, with only 12 minutes, I can only do but so much, y'all. I can only do but so much. But we absolutely need more time. Once I ask the timer for more time, ask Jim for more time, so we can have more time. But they're gonna say no for today. But, however, DJ, I do something what's called a Detox Masterclass, where you could get me for 1 hour on Zoom, Q&A, whatever you want. You also get the Detox, the World of Detox book, which is right here. You get a copy of that book as well. And then you get the mini course that comes with it. You also get 2 bonuses, and the 2 bonuses are You get access to all the live Zooms that we do every month. So if you don't make one, you can always watch it on the Zoom and get the information. And then the other bonus is that you get the audio version of the book. So for those of you who don't want to read, you don't got time to read, you can just listen to the audio version. And for those of you who happen to like my voice, you get the audio version as well. So all you got to do is scan that QR code to get more information on the next Detox Masterclass, which is actually going to be 2 Saturdays from now. You're all welcome to join. DJ, now, after you detox, you too can feel like this. You can be like, to the heaven. You could be jumping in the air with all that new energy that you got, because nothing looks as good as being healthy. Nothing looks as good as being healthy feels. Mr. Toastmaster. Now, what you can do is check the description below for all the links, full Detox Masterclass, and additional information from other sources. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share this with someone you think that could benefit from it, and I look forward to having more enlightening moments with you. Peace out, and have a fantastic detox.